It's snowing outside. Everybody's seen it. It's already getting thick, and I gotta go to work soon to start getting that shit out the street. Single black moms on child support are getting away with moral murder. Single black moms on child support are getting away with moral murder. Now I'm gonna say single black moms because I don't know outside of that. And if somebody is like, oh, my baby mama is XYZ and she fit the script, well, then it's all woman then. I'm just keeping it a buck. Single black moms on child support are committing moral murder every day. Every day. And they're getting away with it. And nobody's holding them accountable. They are raising the people who are terrorizing the community for people their parents' age, people their grandparents' age, and everybody in between. And they are not being held accountable. In fact, they're getting patted on the back, being told they're doing their best. No, they're not. No, they are not. They're not doing close to what would be considered best for anybody, for everybody, for the world. These little motherfuckers go outside and terrorize the world. Then they get arrested like they should be. And then you have these parents rallying up the troops in the neighborhood. All of a sudden it's racist. Every time these single moms' children get arrested or something goes down with the cops or the system, it's racist. They're being picked on because of the color of their skin. Well, I'm here to tell you, your children are bad. They need their dad. Not the new man you have. They need their dad. Now, we understand that y'all moms need to keep these children for some sort of financial benefit. We all understand that from the outside looking in, that y'all keep these kids 24/7 for some sort of financial benefit. That is not unconditional love. That is actually love with a condition. You now are claiming to love your own child, your own offspring, due to the amount of money that they can bring. Do I gotta run it back? Do I gotta run it back? It's not unconditional love if your condition for loving the kid comes with the kid having to be a beacon of money, financial income for you. It's just the truth. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. How much more? What else can I say? What can I say? You feel me? Black single moms on child support want their children to look like rappers, want their sons specifically to look like rappers. They want to use the money to buy their kid. That's why the money is never enough. That's why if the judge say you provide 200, what up, Saskia Winter? That's why when the judge goes, you provide 200, you provide 200. The 200, the 400 is now not enough. Why is it not enough? Because they want more. They want their expenses to be paid for by the dad. Well, how about give the kid to the dad and you pay for your expenses? See if men will argue with that. Women never try to go with that. Women never try to go with give the kid to the dad. They go, we need help from the dad, but the dad's a bum. The dad's delinquent. The dad's inept. The dad's unable. You had a kid with the dad. You had a kid with the dad. Now the dad is all these things because you could get government, because EBT, you getting $300 in food stamps, $100, $200 in cash. You want to keep that 24/7. You need that. So now the kid has to suffer because the kid is being raised. Let me tell you how the kid is being raised. The kid is being raised to be like the mom. The kid has to be like the mom. Good looking Winter. The kid has to be like the mom to keep. Hey, stop messing up the couch, y'all, too. Dog and cat. The kid has to be like the mom to keep up the mom's facade because the mom has put it out there that she's doing her best and that the dad is probably not, and he can do better. He needs to do better in his life. If the dad was doing better in his life, I'd be able to give the kid to the dad and no, that doesn't make sense. How does it make sense for you to have unconditional love for your kid but struggle with them financially? they're in your way. They, clock that T. They're in your, as a mom, speaking from the mom point of view, realistically, the one of them kids, if you got two or three kids or just that, or one kid, the kid is in your way of being financially good and being able to be great for the kid. So it would make sense for you as the mom to give the kid to the dad while you got your shit together like you expect the dad to do. But we can't do that because the kid is just collateral. It is what it is. Collateral is an American word in the dictionary. You look it up, you see what I'm saying? You can put it together like, oh, they're using the kid as collateral. Why is everybody Hindi? Can't tell what that means. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. You in it's these people go to the rent social security government assistant building looking for rental assistance. They rent be $800, $900 because it's low income rents and stuff. 600, 7, $800, $900, one bedroom, two bedrooms in New York City. Yes, then they be having a problem with the rent, right? They go to the rent office. They be dressed in more than they rent costs, and then they be not understanding why they can't get the help they deserve. Then they cry racism every time, especially the single moms. Your kid is 11, getting kicked out of school in ACS cases because they smoking weed in school. And you're a single mom. You know how that reflects on you? But somehow or another, you a single mom claiming the dad is absent. The dad's in another state somewhere. For whatever reason, the dad has limited access to the kid. They just speak on the phone or whatever. And you're saying that this is the dad's fault? I'm listening to that like the kid is with the mom 24/7. How is the kid smoking weed in the school that the mom picked, in the school that the mom put the kid in the school that the mom knows that the address, the dad don't even know the address. But when it come down to that kid getting in trouble and it reflects on the morality of the parents, the mom escapes it by going, he's acting like his dad. Raggy? How? He's not around his dad. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, man. The child support system, the government assistance system needs an overhaul. And people that's on them need to be people that need it and that is benefiting them and that they moving forward and leaving the system behind for others to use to get ahead, not using it as a crutch in life. Child support is not a crutch in life for the other parent. Give the kid to the parent that could afford the kid. What if the other parent is struggling just as much as you, but they don't need your help? It could be male or female. Because for me, I come from a situation where I know a male who put a female on child support just to be vindictive. That's how I know the system is just for vindictiveness, just for vengefulness, just for revenge, just for miserableness. The dad getting milk probably. Probably talking to the mom. That nigga said, I gotta go to the store and get some milk. This lady's crazy. Be desperate dudes be realizing these women be crazy too late. But desperate dudes be just as crazy because you found this attractive. At one point in life, we found these sort of women attractive. So attractive that we had a child with them. And then we got older and realized we should have listened to our parents and not went in the street so quick and tried to have children so quick. Because you don't know people. The truth is you don't know people. And to find out that the co-parent you have is insane, you find that out years after you have the child. So now it's too late. There's no reset button here. The child's here. The child's 7, 8 before you realize the co-parent is crazy. Male or female, oh man, and now the mom got to go crazy and go through the same cycle. Even if she wasn't crazy, she got to go through the same cycle and down the same bottleneck as the chicks that we would consider crazy. Because now she got to go through all the things that'll lead her to the same road that has a dude like me talking like this. But it don't be for them. But the situations be identical or be parallel. You can't tell the difference because it all look the same. Just keeping it a buck. But for the majority, not all, but majority. They're abusing the system. We see it. Why would you go into the government system looking for government assistance and you're dressed in triple the amount that your rent is worth a month, but you haven't paid your rent in months? You're spending the money on clothes. Just like a woman on child support that says the dad is delinquent, that's why she had to do this, but the kid is wearing sneakers that cost twice as much as the weekly child support. Oh, did I take long to get there? My bad. I'm sorry if I didn't make sense for a minute and now it made sense. Does that make sense? The kid is wearing, the child support is $100 a week. The kid is wearing $300 Jordans. That is 3 weeks out of the month child support. What did he eat? Now this is when the bitches be like, oh, my kid needs to eat and this, that, and the third. You're not budgeting and allotting the money the right way. You can't afford Jordans. You're on child support. Your son has to wear Filas. He got to wear $40 sneakers. Your son got to wear Shaqs. You can't afford it. That's the whole base and just of support. You can't afford luxuries. You can only afford necessities. It's a necessity to have your feet covered. It's a luxury to have your feet covered in Jordans. You gotta cover your feet in Reeboks. Yeah. You instead of spending 300 on sneakers, you need to find out how to spend 200 on sneakers and get two sneakers. Ha! Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. It don't make sense to me if you have a budget to build a building and the budget is $1 million, but you spend $700,000 on the uniforms of the people who will be doing the building. What if y'all don't come here in all black shirts and let me use a yellow pen to write slime on them? This is the Slime Fast Control construction building. Does that make sense? We got $1 million budget to build this building. We spent 700,000. We spent 70% of the budget on uniforms for the people building the building. Should have spent 3,000 on ID cards and got the building done. The logic, if it don't make sense, it's stupid. Let's just call it what it is. Let's go outside. It look crazy outside. Oh my goodness, it look crazy outside. Let me try to get a focus, gosh. There you go. That's all that snow. There you go. Y'all see all that snow? Look at my dog and the cat. They both want to see what I'm doing in the window. That's a lot of snow. Just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's all I know how to do. Just keep it a buck. I ain't gonna come here and sit up here and lie to nobody and make nothing up. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's all I'm doing. And these animals got to one of my headphones and I look for it and found it. It don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. That's all I know how to do. Just keeping it a buck. These the slime facts. I'm Thieves Arthur. Always drink Fiji. We about to get in these streets soon and clean them up. And that's it, man. I just don't agree with the whole needing support, needing assistance, and then being flyer than the amount of money you're not supposed to have. That don't make sense to me. Like your wardrobe is worth more than the amount of money you need to survive, but for some reason you can't put that same money to survival. It's crazy. It's insanity. I'm Slime.